Today, we're going to teach Jello Impact how to use Genshin Optimizer. I am JSON25. I do Theorycrafting on YouTube.
Yes,
and our friend Jello wanted me to walk them through Optimizer and hopefully make it into a video. So we'll see how that goes.
that's right. We're going to, we have JSTern, so fantastic Theorycrafter, and he's going to be walking us through how to get Optimizer, where to go, what to do. We'll have some links in the description for places you can go for walkthroughs to download and set everything up. And then he's going to teach us how to actually use it, and I'll be asking all the questions that you're too afraid to ask because you're afraid to sound stupid, but I'm just going to sound stupid. It's going to be great.
Oh, it's going to be wonderful. Okay, so the first thing we did off stream is we set up a base JSON for Jello. This is all of his artifacts, all of his weapons, just so we could have it as a starting point. I have a copy of that.
And we're going to try and have a link to a place that can show you how to get it set up.
Yep.
The way that mine is set up. I guess I would also like to hear, Jay Stern, could you tell us what's on your channel for the wonderful people who should go subscribe and watch your videos right now?
Am I allowed to mention that I do pre-release guides? I do Genshin character guides and first impressions and viewer abyss help on the weekends.
Excellent. He streams really often, and they're good streams. So good.
Yes, I stream almost daily, essentially daily.
Yeah. And I'm hanging out there fairly often, so I'm not endorsing something I don't do.
Yep.
Good streams.
Thank you, I appreciate it. So Optimizer has a landing page. We're going to totally bypass that. Go to the characters menu. Let me know when you're there.
Okay, I guess I'm not sure if
you need to share your screen again for me so I can see it.
Okay. Right. So
let me know when you're sharing your screen. Okay, perfect. So yeah, you're on the characters menu. Perfect.
Yep.
Yep. I see you're censoring the advertisements. If anyone wants to know what the advertisements are, they're not really advertisements. They are a call for help. Genshin Optimizer is always looking for new developers. Reach out on their Discord or any other way to contact them. Fred actually streams on Twitch every Friday. He's the lead developer for the project. Don't be afraid to help contribute. It's a great way to learn more. And it's actually really good on a resume. It's programming experience. Okay, so which character do you want to start with?
I would like to start with Chlorand, but I'm thinking that this is the old one from before. Is there something I have to do to update this?
Oh, you didn't update it? Go to settings. Settings is top right. Top right.
Oh, way over there. Okay.
And then just delete. Oh. Upload. You're gonna upload the JSON file that we got earlier. You could drag it in, or you could open it from the bottom of the directory.
Where did I put it?
There's a copy on Discord if you need to download it.
Where did your face go? Oh,
I-
right. I remember. That's where your face is.
Okay.
Okay, so I think that is uploaded.
Okay, so now if you go to the characters menu, you should see Chlorand. She's actually kind of in the middle.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna click her. First thing we're gonna do, level 90. Your Chlorand's level 90, correct?
Correct.
Okay, she sees 0. Talents are at the top. What talent levels are your Chlorand currently?
My talent. Hold on, I'm just gonna shrink this a little. My talents are. Why can't I? They're 1, 10, 10.
1, 10, 10. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. So one of the newer features is teams. Would you like me to walk you through how to create a team, or do you want a team that's already set up at the start?
I guess you should start with whatever's easier.
Okay, then I'm going to start by sending you something real quick. Let me get this.
Actually, I would like to start with, before we go into the character, I would like to start with if you could share, what someone will get out of using the optimizer.
What do you get out of using the optimizer? You get the ability to... It is pretty self-explanatory. It optimizes builds, but it does a bit more than that because it really does a good job of teaching you about how to build, how your characters can be built, or what artifacts might be good. The only way to really get experience eyeballing what artifacts are good is to know that they're actually better, and to have like some background on what's good, so it can help just teach you more about gearing in general.
Yeah.
As
So
well
someone has a question over which artifact to use, which artifact set is going to perform better with the weapon that they particularly have.
It's going to help you actually identify the differences between weapons for your account. A lot of times people will ask, hey, what's the difference between this weapon and this weapon? When the difference is 2, 1, 3%.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, your stats are not flexible in Genshin. They're entirely determined by your artifact inventory. So a weapon that gives more crit rate might be more beneficial for you compared to another. Just entirely by circumstance of how your artifacts are laid out.
Yeah.
Okay. If I do this. This is fine. Let me pull this up. Okay. So if you open that Google sheet, you should see a big block of text in one of the cells.
You sent a Google Sheet to Discord?
Yes, I sent a Google sheet to Discord.
Okay, I don't think I have it.
This one.
There. Oh, okay. You sent it.
Okay, so you see the line that says Dame Clorind.
Yeah.
You're going to double click that and you're going to press copy. Or Control C.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, then we're going to go over to Teams. And we're going to press Import Team. And then you're going to paste into the text box.
Teams. Okay, we're going to.
So Import Team.
Yeah, I'm just gonna change. It's easier for the viewers to see.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the team share feature is somewhat new, so it's not. It doesn't have a lot of officially supported databases, but it is something that Fred will rapidly, hopefully, get to work on, and it hopefully be rolled into Akasha.cv. If anyone participates on Akasha Artifact PvP, it's going to make it really easy to optimize your builds for it. So you press import.
That will be awesome. Okay, maybe this needs to be deleted.
Yeah. No. Wait, yes. Why did you grab all that? What? Why did you grab all that?
Okay, what did I do?
So you just go to the cell,
Yeah.
Control C, Control V. Just that cell. The cell is the giant block of text. That's why I did it in a sheet instead of a Google Doc. So the cells
But
can
when I
compress.
paste it,
Just ignore it. Then.
that it gets.
That doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay, what is going on here? Press OK. What did you copy? Can you go back to the... Okay, grab that, double click it, so it's all highlighted, please. Now, Control C. And then clear that text box entirely. There you go. So now you can click on that. And we have this. Something we need to do real quick is the characters aren't leveled. So we're going to go into Nahida. We're going to click Overview. And then we're going to press Edit on the left. Level, and then Talents. Now, what are your current Nahida talents? I'll just go with 9.9 for now. And if you wanted to optimize Nahida's damage, you would turn on a conditional for the Widsith. But for now, we can ignore that. We also need to add levels and talents for Furina and Fischl.
When you update yours, is it also updating mine, or do I need to update?
You have to do it yourself.
Okay.
You got to follow along.
I know. I need to... I can't very easily... The way I'm doing this, I can't very easily watch you. It's like I have to choose between either watching you or
you will fear it.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll get the muscle memory for it, right? Okay, so let me walk you through it. Pull this up. Okay, Nahida, overview. On the top,
Overview.
next to loadout, in the green section.
Why? Okay, overview. Got it.
Okay, edit on the left. Level is the first thing you need to do.
Okay.
And then you'd set your Nahida's talents to whatever they currently are.
I don't actually remember.
You can just guess for now. They don't matter. The ones that do matter are... And then if you add constellations, you toggle them there as well. So then we're going to scroll up. We're going to go to Furina or Fischl, and we're going to do the same thing for them.
Okay. Edit. Level. 90. I think I just crowned her skill.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. I did it for Cloran.
You need to see 6 there. It's not relevant for Fischl, but it would be if we were going to optimize her damage, which we should do later, so...
Yeah, we should. We definitely should.
Yep. And then Furina.
Okay, and Furina edit. Unfortunately, she does not.
Level has to go first. Can't level your talents without ascensions.
Fair enough.
Okay. And now we're going to go to team settings on the left at the top.
Okay.
We're going to scroll down and make sure what we need is toggled. So you can see Furina's burst is there. You need to set a base amount of fanfare assumption.
A base amount of what, sorry?
You need to make an assumption regarding how much fanfare Furina has generated. The assumption that we're going to go with is 150. Okay, and then now we can click clear end. Everything else should already be set up for us, so we can just press optimize. And because I sent you the export, there are multi-target configs at the bottom near where we're looking to generate the builds. All of the main stats should be selected. We need to make sure that is good there. Set conditionals, sets that are currently being searched. 2-piece emblem, 4-piece whimsy, 4-piece gilded dreams, 4-piece glad, 4-piece Mershasai hunter, and 2-piece wanderer's troop. That is what's oh, I need to toggle for TF. So if you press the gear, do you see a gear wheel on the far right under artifact upgrader?
Yeah.
Where it says artifacts that can, yeah. Click the gear.
Yeah.
And then we're going to scroll down to Thundering Fury and toggle 2-set and 4-set.
2-set, 4-set for Thundering Fury, okay.
Okay. So it is currently set up for Hyperbloom. So if you just press generate now or generate builds, it will technically cook up a set for Hyperbloom.
Okay, and Glad is selected, Whimsy is selected, Gilded Dream is selected. Okay, those are automatically selected.
Yes, that's the advantage of using the team export.
Okay.
I could have also set it up to export like my setups for the characters, but I'd rather it be yours because my characters have constellations, so it will really be consistent.
Okay, so then I'll generate builds.
Yep.
And it'll be interesting. I'm 90% sure it'll be... Oh, it thinks 2-piece, 2-piece.
2-piece, 2-piece. Might end up being better for the Hyperloom stuff.
So, which pieces is it recommending? It's recommending Well, of course, yeah, of course. This flower. This feather, interesting. This sands.
It's got the EM
Right, lots of EM.
for the hyperblooms. Goblet, good goblet. And the
Of course,
circlet.
this goblet.
Yep.
Yeah, and then the circlet with attack and defense. Wow.
Yeah. And then you can actually look at a comparison between what you currently have equipped if you press the compare toggle.
Okay, compare.
So you can see it is approximately 1 to 2% better than your current build.
Okay. So not that big of a difference.
No, not that big of a difference.
But good.
Let's make sure we have the weapon active, just in case it's not. It is. Okay. Just had to check that.
Is there a way to see other potential builds?
Yes,
like,
it is currently set to generate one build. You see where it says custom multi-target next to generate build. You can change that to 1 to 10.
Okay,
It just takes longer to
top
generate.
5 builds.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Top 5 Chloran builds for my account.
Hey, there's 4-piece glad.
So 2-piece is number 2, but it's the same artifact set. 4-piece glad. I knew 4-piece glad. I knew 4-piece glad would be above Whimsy because I calced it.
Oh.
My Whimsy doesn't even. Like, I didn't calc it myself. Like, I just looked through the
Yep.
substats and I counted substats and I knew that
Big
my
difference.
substats weren't enough. Even though I just got a Whimsy upgrade, but
Yep. Oh, there's Whimsy.
So-
Number 7.
number 7. Okay.
Number 7. You really just need a better feather.
Yeah.
And if we wanted to easily convert this to aggravate, we can just replace Furina with Kazuha. You could do it this way, or you could set up another team. So actually, let's do that first. Yeah, let's do that instead.
Okay, so back to team settings.
Back to teams at the top. Did you see teams at the top next to characters? So you should have one team there now.
Yeah. Add
Yep.
a team.
Yep, we're gonna do this one manually. So we're gonna add a team,
Okay. So add a team.
add a character is at the bottom.
Chloran.
We're in. Official. Do you prefer Kazuha or Sucrose?
I prefer Kazuha. but-
Okay.
Yeah, I prefer Kazuha.
And then we can do Kirara or Nahida.
And Kazuha. I know there's some debate on whether Nahida should be like on Widsith or TTDS or something.
Oh, I would say this good. If you have Wandering Even Star, it is a very good Nahida weapon. It gives attack to your entire party based on Nahida's current EM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want that, but I don't have it. I wasn't wishing on weapon banners.
Limited weapon ban, 4 stars. Oh, they're so hard to get.
And they never rerun.
No.
I'm getting a couple now here and there.
I have an R2 Zyphos. And I've tried wishing for Zyphos several times. It's got me 5-star weapon refinements.
Bro. I in a way I'm glad that I haven't had the chance to go for it.
Actually.
Okay. So when you go into a character to edit them, you go into overview, and then you have to press edit.
Yeah.
And then you press 90.
Yes.
And my talents are 8. And 8.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay. And then we'll go back to team settings. Do I need to do anything?
So we're setting up a new team, correct? We're setting up a team for Ag. Kazuha, we need to level. Since we set up the JSON correctly, Kazuha already has all his stuff, though. So we can just level 90 him. Kazuha's town levels don't really matter.
Yeah, it's 8 and 8. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's 8 and 8.
Okay, so we can go over to Chlorend, press Optimize. So this actually saved the loadout that I sent you for Chlorend, so it has all the multi-targets already.
Okay.
So we can now just press Aggravate. So
generate.
custom multi-target. You see Hyperbloom Aggravate unreacted. I have that set up for you.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Where are you going for that?
So Chlorend, the bottom, where we're clicking the optimization target.
Okay, so we're optimizing for
Aggravate.
Hyperbloom Aggravate or Unreacted.
Yep.
Okay, and we're optimizing for it. If someone didn't have that thing that you sent me,
How would you set that up?
then what?
You go to Chlorind, loadout/build, and then there's this bar here in the center of the screen. It says multi-target config, or multi-optimization target config, sorry.
Yeah.
And then you would have to write it yourself. Writing it for Chlorind is fairly simple, because when you're doing aggravate, it technically doesn't matter which hits aggravate as long as the damage type and the damage percent and bonus crit are consistent between the hits. So I have this set up for 14 normal attacks, unreacted, 3 burst hits unreacted, C1 if you had it, but you don't have it, so it's not doing anything. And then...
I feel like most people are not ready to do something like this.
Yeah.
Are they? Like,
Also, it's 12
Chlorind
normal
one.
attacks, 14 E-skill hits, or lunges, because
Right.
it's also normal
Is
attacks.
there not a database to access for other people who've already made?
There
made them?
is. There might be one linked on the landing page. It's one of those things that's very difficult, and it's why I wish, or it's why I hope that more databases start popping up for the team share, because team share includes all of this stuff, and it keeps things super consistent.
Okay. So what we need is more people who know what they're doing to go
To
here
share them all, yeah.
and share their teams.
We need essentially, yeah, some some way to share them all. Yeah, yeah. Some theory crafting places have maintained some in the past. They're definitely outdated now because the systems change.
Because I'm concerned that doing something like this is too prohibitive to the majority.
Yeah. The nice thing is that all of the hits are actually technically displayed here. So all of the information is in this block.
But if it was,
So you could easily
But it-
recreate this. So I can walk you through making it.
but like if someone's doing it for like their Noel, like what are they?
No, you don't have to. Noel, you just optimize for normal attack. Noel's damage is completely unreacted. None of the buffs vary. For Noel, you could just... Actually, let me...
Or if someone's optimizing their Arlecchino.
That one's a little more complicated. Then you'd have to do it. If you want it to be truly accurate.
And I just feel like most people, like, is the tool still useful if someone doesn't
Yes.
do that?
Because you can still optimize for the on-vape damage and the unreacted damage, and you could kind of split the difference.
Okay.
Yeah, Xiangling is super simple as well. Xiangling is just optimized for Pyronado hit with X reaction.
Okay.
Yep.
So in this case, we're optimizing for aggravate, and we're generating our top 10 builds for aggravate.
Yes.
Number 1 is 4-piece Glad with this mask. Makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And if you were curious what the difference between the Hyperloom and the Aggravate config is, it is the Hyperloom one has a few less aggravates, but has 10 Hyperblooms.
Number 2,
Just
where were you
right,
seeing
yeah.
the percentage difference between the two?
Between the two, you compare to equipped, so compare equipped
Okay,
current.
you press compare.
You could also very easily press new build on the window. So if we press new build, which is the close hanger, copy over to a new build, we can say ag glad set 1, and that'll give us the ability to compare between multiple optimized sets, so you can see the difference between the sets. So now everything below is being compared to that top build
Okay.
instead of what's currently equipped, which is your Whimsy set.
Right.
And if you wanted that to change, you could just swap equipped current, and you can see the ag difference. So your 4-piece Glad set is 0.8% better than your Whimsy set. That is not a big difference.
Wow, that's actually a smaller difference than I thought.
Yeah, that is not a big difference. One substat would really do it.
That's crazy.
Yep. And if you actually... This is a new feature. Yeah, very new feature. Next to Optimize at the top, there's an artifact upgrader. if there are +0 artifacts in your JSON, it can actually tell you the odds of a piece being an upgrade from
Wow.
+0, +4, +8, +16 states. It only
That's pretty
does
cool.
single artifact substitution, so you need to already have your 4-piece set.
Right.
And it can't acknowledge damage gained from an off-piece. Those are limitations of the system. But it is useful for just identifying which pieces you should probably roll for a character.
Right. Okay. So I need to. Could you show me again how I do the so do I press equip to current build?
You can press equip to current build or new build. That's up to you. Equip to current build would overwrite what's currently equipped to her, which is your whimsy set.
So Glad set 1. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I do compare.
Yes, compare, and then there's a drop down for
Glad
compare.
set 1. Okay.
Yes.
And so when I'm comparing and so you're looking at this number, 0.8%.
Yes.
Okay, but this number is 3.8%. What does that mean?
You're looking
That's
at
unreacted. Okay.
That's unreacted.
So
Yeah, that's all labeled. And then you can also look at the individual hits. If you want to look at the individual hits, something I recommend doing is you can take the average damage and change that to on crit, and you can also look at that with the reaction, so aggravate. So now if we look at Clorin's, where is her lunge? Ooh, sorry.
Infinite JSON.
Yes. Not dark sharding flame. Okay, let me take off the comparison. Okay, Hunter's Vigil, here we go. So you can see if you were to aggravate, your normal attack does 20k. On crit.
Okay.
In comparison, that is 2% less on crit than your current set. So your current set has less crit rate. So the numbers are technically lower on crit. And if you look at average damage, you can see the average damage difference of 0.8%. So you may or may not notice the damage difference between your 4-piece Glad and your 4-piece Whimsy. But technically, on average, the Glad set is better currently.
But only by 0.8%.
Only by 0.8%. So yeah, you could just keep using Whimsy and disregard that result.
Yeah. I mean, right now I have Arlecchino on, or I have Glad on everybody, as you can see. So.
Yep.
Although apparently I'm wasting this feather on Dory. But
Dory!
I was testing it, so. And then if we go down.
We can look at the other sets.
Oh, an off-piece emblem. Fascinating.
Yep. That's a really good emblem piece. I don't know why you're surprised.
Oh, yeah. This is the Raiden one.
Yeah. Apparently it's on Xingqiu. Oh, there's the Raiden one.
Oh, it's a different one. Okay. I have a lot of good emblem pieces.
And yeah, again, Whimsy at number 7.
Yeah, Whimsy number 7. Not bad, considering it's a new set.
Not bad at all.
Okay, great. So, I would like to... now, this one we did with a bit of help from your...
Yes, let's do a character.
Like let's go to one that's kind of... Yeah, let's go to one that doesn't have any help.
Yep. All right. Who would you like? Would you like Arlecchino, Shanling, Hu Tao? You said you wanted to do Noel. We could do Noel.
No, I don't want to do Noel. I want to do Arlecchino.
You want to do Arlecchino? Okay.
Yeah, I know she's on kind of not the best set right now, so...
So we're going to press Add Team.
Okay.
Add Character. Arlecchino.
Nailed it. And then we go to Arlecchino herself. And then I go to...
I'm going to do Bennett.
Where am I going? Overview. Okay. Edit. 90. I have her crowned. 8.
Which Arlecchino team are we looking at?
Let's do... that's a good question. I think the one I mostly gravitate towards is Yelan Bennett Kazuha.
Okay. So Yelan, Kazuha, And we'll just make sure the levels are set up for these characters real quick. What'd you say your 10 levels were for Arlecchino? Because it definitely will matter.
1088.
1088?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to show you the simple way to do it, and then we'll do the multi-target way.
Okay, let me just add my characters.
What talent level is your Bennett burst?
Something 10.
Okay. Make sure you have Bennett C6 active.
Okay, so we're going overview.
Bennett, and then
Edit,
the
C6
constellation icons are down there.
activating.
Yep.
90. 8. 10. Wait, do I have to type in 13? Or...
No, it's automatic as long as you have the constellation active.
Okay.
The constellation is part of that
Yolon.
edit window.
Okay, and then Yolon is level 90. 8, 9, 10.
Give me 1 second to make sure I'm giving you the right number for Arlecchino when we do a multi-target.
Okay,
I
so
do just
now-
want to make sure.
And then I have to click characters inside the abilities field for Bennett, and then click after using the elemental burst for Noblesse.
We're gonna go to, team settings, Bennett burst, active. Yelan, we're gonna set her buff to 9 seconds. And then Kazuha, we're gonna set up our swirls. In both places. Cryo, Electro, yeah.
Pyro. I got the double swirl, look at me go.
Yeah, you got the quadruple swirl.
Hell
For the sake of simplicity.
Okay. I just selected the two, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
While we're talking about Bennett, actually,
Bennett?
I'm going to sidetrack you a little bit. Do you ever use instructors on Bennett?
Yep.
Okay, then in that case, this is important. Go to Bennett, see where it says
Okay.
loadout/build, which is the default window.
Loadout/build. I don't know.
The default
yeah,
window when you
default.
click Bennett.
I'm on the same page as you.
Okay. We're not gonna press that.
Rebuild.
We're gonna press duplicate,
Okay.
and we're gonna rename that to Noblesse. I can't type.
How do I rename it?
The pencil.
Oh. Sorry, Noblesse or Instructor? We're doing Instructor.
Right now it's Noblesse, because Noblesse is what's equipped to him. That's what this build is. That's what we saved.
Okay.
I'm showing you a feature that I kind of recently learned about. So we're now going to optimize him for instructors. So exclude every set. So the
optimize.
Yep. Go to optimize. Press the gear near
Gear.
artifact set conditionals. Exclude all 2-piece. Exclude all 4-piece. Exclude 3-piece rainbow. Exclude 4-piece rainbow. Instructors toggle 4 set. And then we're just going to press optimize, and we're going to optimize for energy recharge for the optimization target, which you can optimize by a basic stat.
Do I have to do these individually, or is there a way to unselect everything?
Yeah, there's at the top, exclude
Yeah.
4-piece, exclude 2-piece, 3-piece, 5-piece, and then you scroll down for instructors. It's going to be close to the bottom.
Okay, instructors 4 set.
Yep.
After trigger an elemental reaction, it doesn't matter.
You can toggle that. It doesn't really matter right now.
Okay, and then
We're going to go to the bottom
we're done.
where we're choosing our optimization target. We're going to press energy recharge on the left.
Select optimization target, energy recharge. Okay.
Generate build. This is your highest ER instructor set. Congratulations.
Wow, that is not the one that I use.
We're going to press the new build, so the hanger, and we're going to type instructors. Create. Now, would you like me to show you why I walked you through this? Or why I taught you how to do this?
Sure. Yeah. Definitely.
Okay. If we go to team settings, see how Bennett is in that slot? Under Bennett's name, next to the X button, or directly underneath the X button, it says Bennett loadout, and then below that it says equipped build. And above, just below that says to filled. We're gonna click the drop down where it says equipped build, and you can now easily change between instructors and noblesse for
Sick.
any team Bennett is in.
That's sick.
Yep.
If only I could do this within Genshin.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. What do you want to leave him on for now? Instructors or noblesse?
I guess we'll put him on. Let's put him on instructors. Let's assume I'm actually tryharding.
All right, we're tryharding. So we're gonna go to Arlecchino. We're gonna press talents. There is a toggle for her current bond of life percentage under her normal attack talent window in the middle of the screen.
Yeah.
We can set. Since we're gonna optimize for a single hit first, this can technically be anything. So we can optimize for your first vaped N1 if you would like.
Sure.
Okay, so your first vaped N1 is you're using her 5-star weapon, so it's 25 plus the base 130. So it should be 155.
Okay.
We can go to optimize. Now, something I'm going to recommend you do, just so it optimizes quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see this big menu of things in the middle with all
Menu
the
of
colors?
things?
With all
Yes,
the,
I
do you
do.
see all the green? Okay, we're going to click pyro damage bonus and attack percent for goblets. For sands, we're going to click attack percent in DM, and then we're going to do crit rate, crit damage, and attack percent in EM for circlets. That is going to dramatically reduce the amount of possible options that will show up
Right. So
to speed up the optimization. This is primarily important if you have 3-piece rainbow and 5-piece rainbow enabled as options to search for.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a chance that your Arlecchino won't be on 2-piece? At minimum.
Do I think there's a chance it won't be on 2-piece?
Yes.
At minimum, no.
Okay, then we can
Definitely on.
disable both of those.
Okay.
Something else that we're going to do is we're going to exclude all 2-piece and exclude all 4-piece, and we're going to manually turn on the ones that we're going to look for.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So 2-piece witch, 4-piece witch, witch 1 stack.
Which is which?
Yep.
Which is I have a daughter. Okay.
Gilded Dreams, 2-piece, 4-piece, active. And then Gladiator's Finale, 2-piece, 4-piece.
Fragments of Whimsy is 3 times.
Yep, Fragment of Harmonic Whimsy. In this case,
so-
it wouldn't be, but whatever, it's fine.
So Gilded, am I
Gilded,
wait,
you just turn on the default one, because you don't need to do the override. Because we have the team
okay,
set up.
and then-
Glad,
okay, Whimsy, Gilded, Glad, Witch.
2-piece Mare, 2-piece Shimenawas, 2-piece Wanderer's Troop. And those should be all the ones that you need to have set up for Arlecchino, or you need to look
Okay.
at.
Okay. Got it.
So from there, we can do optimization target, N1, and then before we press generate, underneath N1, we're going to look down to where it says average damage / vapor, average damage, crit damage, non-crit. We're going to leave that on average, but we are going to toggle the one over to vaporize.
1 hit. Okay, so select optimization target, 1 hit damage, and
Yep.
then going down to
Vaporize.
average damage, vaporize.
Yep.
Okay. So,
So now we can generate builds.
and we'll generate 10 builds.
So this 2-piece Wanderer's Troop, 2-piece Merchasai Hunter
That's my best.
is technically the highest damage for just the vaped N1 on average.
Right.
There are ways we can get this to be more reflective of in-game. You could change no reaction. That should also give you a different end result. Yep, that gives you
Okay.
4-piece Glad.
No reactions.
And then from there, the only way to get more accurate would be to do a multi-target. So I'm going to walk you through how to make one. Are you ready?
No reaction. So because I play Chevreuse sometimes.
You would optimize for the unreacted damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy that the vape.
And then you can actually look at the
the-
damage difference between the vape and the unvaped just by toggling. It's dynamic. You don't have to regenerate.
Okay.
So you can see that the unreacted is 77k on that first N1. And if it vapes, it's 140k because of how much EM you have.
So what?
There is something
which one
else.
is-
Actually, there is something else we have to do. That I.
Because Glad is pretty darn far down. It's not. It doesn't even crack.
There's
the
something we
top
glossed over. Go to overview. Scroll
overview.
down to where the weapon is. You can press the pencil, or you could just look at the left. We need to have the weapon active. It's the second one, the 36 damage percent. Oopsies. Oopsies. But yeah, that'll give you higher numbers overall. So there we go.
Sorry, is the second one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So activating the weapon.
You will now have the numbers will all be higher, and that can affect optimization, especially for a character like Arlecchino, whose sets are essentially dependent on how much damage percent she gets. Whimsy is one of the highest damage percent sets, and it's one of the reasons Attack Goblet is very viable on Arlecchino. So yeah, if you look at just the Vaped N1, the best set is not the 4-piece Glad. If you looked at Unreacted, that your best set is the 4-piece Glad. And you can see the difference between the Vaped hit on the 4-piece Glad and the Unreacted isn't really that big. It's like 30k damage. So it's more likely that your Gladiator set is better overall, but we can make sure of that by making a multi-target. So let me know when you're caught up with that.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the two. Glad,
Okay.
and then Whimsy doesn't make the top 10. Hilarious.
Ah,
Okay, so now
we're gonna go to the.
So
We're gonna scroll all the way to the top.
okay,
Arlecchino loadout / build,
okay,
and then in the center of the screen it says multi-target optimization. We're gonna press create multi-target.
okay.
We're gonna add target. The targets we're gonna add are pretty simple. We're gonna add N1, N2, and N3.
N1, N2, N3.
Then
Okay.
we're also gonna add charged attack,
First attack.
and we're gonna add her elemental skill, spike, cleave, and blood debt directive.
Spike, cleave, blood debt directive.
Okay. We're now going to click on the one that says hit 1, so normal attack 1. We're going to, at the bottom, where it says X1, we're going to change that to 6. And we're going to add a reaction for
Why
Vaporize.
is it X6? Oh, because we're doing 6
6 normal attacks, yeah.
And
So
then we're
N2,
vaporize.
6. We're only going to have the vape on the N1
Makes sense.
as a simplification. And that's something we're also going to do. Is we're going to go
And then N3
N3, yep, 6 for each.
and vape.
We're also going to add a name. It is 6 and 3 vaped.
6.
And we're also going to add a vape to the single charged
Vape.
attack.
And vape to this one.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
So now that we've done that, we're going to go into talents. We're going to change her current bond of life percentage to 85, because this is across 18 hits. Technically, the average is your 87, but it's fine.
Yeah.
It only does intervals of 5. So then we can go to optimize. And the optimization target, we're going to pick the multi-target we made. And we're going to press generate. And that is technically your best Arlecchino set.
Oh, hold on. Don't spoil it.
Congratulations.
Hold on. Where am I clicking? Where optimization target? Where's select optimization target?
The bottom, where it says hit 1 right now. And then custom multi-target is at the top right.
And 3 vape. Got it. Okay, and then we generate 10 builds. And so it's this. It's a completely different set than either of them.
Yep. Yeah.
And it's a 2-piece, Mari should say, 2-piece Wanderer's Crew.
That is primarily down to the crit rate difference. This set it optimized has a 100.5 crit rate, so every hit crits. So,
Wow.
yeah. If you just want to see the damage difference, something we're going to do is we're going to take that top one. We're going to press new build. We're going to write it off as, I don't know, two piece, vape, create, just so we have a point to compare.
Okay.
Did I just save the wrong one? Oops, it's fine. You can actually compare to your current equipped. And you can see across all your hits, it's better. But also, if you look at on crit, you can look at the difference between the individual hits, and you can see that you're technically losing on the individual hits.
Right.
So, compared to your current set, depending how much you look for critting. So, the individual hits are lower, but it is higher average damage. The advantage to average damage is it is more reliable, especially over multiple rotations. The disadvantage to average damage is it's pretty easy to improve on an average with the presence of outliers in a positive direction. So if you were to be lucky and crit additional hits.
Yeah. If I'm doing multiple runs, maybe I get a good run with lots of crits.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy that the Glad doesn't even crack the top 10. That is crazy.
Yeah, that is wild. If you want to specifically check Glad, we can actually just go and disable the two pieces. So two piece Wanderer's Troop, two piece Ricochet, two piece Shimanoas, turn all that off. And now it'll just be the four piece set options. So we can just generate again.
I forget already where to go for. Where am I clicking to see the artifacts?
The gear at the top.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can disable the two pieces. And then if you generate again,
2 pieces.
Your optimal build is technically 4-piece Whimsy. Is your optimal 4-piece. It's actually almost exactly your chlorine set.
Whimsy's better than Glad?
Yeah, your Whimsy is outscaling your Glad, I think. Let me double check this. Make sure it's taken from characters.
Yeah, that's what it has for me too.
Yeah, Glad's the runner-up. And then obviously, again, it goes to the crit rate difference. Where the Whimsy set has 100 crit rate. The Glad set has 98.
What?
Yep.
Is that for real?
That is for real.
So, okay, so a lot of people online
talk about how any crit rate over 70 is useless.
Is a waste.
Yeah. That's technically not true, just because of how average damage calculation works.
Yeah.
If you wanted to look at that, though, there is an option available. We can set a minimum build constraint target at crit rate 70.
I don't believe in the 70 crit rate. Where
let's just say you did hypothetically.
Okay,
so,
sorry. Where do I click?
Minimum build constraints.
Yeah.
Select a target constraint. You're going to add crit rate, and you're going to say 70%.
Crit rate. 70%.
We're also going to go to the multi-target and go back to the N1 damage. N1 vaped. And make sure it says crit hit on the bottom. So crit hit vaped. And then if we generate that build, it will give you a build that has as close to 70 crit rate as possible while still doing the most damage on crit on vape.
Right, and that is my Glad.
Sure.
Oh, yours. Oh, I did it wrong, apparently.
This isn't
I'm not sure where I went differently.
You might not have the vape enabled. And I also turned off the 2-piece stuff. So I have crit hit vape. Make sure you have use artifacts in teammates builds enabled. That's something I've been glancing over.
I know why, because I didn't enable Gilded.
Oh. Yeah, that would do it. That would definitely do it. But yeah, if you wanted to crit fish it, you could use this to identify what your highest damage on crit is. at specific crit rates using the minimum crit rate feature.
I'm crit with Arlecchino.
Some people want to do it. Some people want to do it.
Ain't no way. Vlad's only 2% worse.
No.
I guess to be fair, if I'm doing multiple runs, I'm automatically accidentally crit fishing.
Embrace the variance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you wanted to crit 7 out of 10 hits, you could optimize for it. It doesn't. It's not exclusively for using average damage. That being said, we're going to go to the minimum build constraint. We're going to turn off that check mark. So you can save it and have it just unactive.
Okay, yeah.
That is really useful for energy recharge characters, like Shengling or Yelan. Your Yelan is going to be on Vav, so we don't need to worry about that. But if we wanted to look at Shengling...
Well, my Yelan, I often run her on Aqua.
Okay, so we can actually, in the same team, go to Yelan and press Overview.
Yeah.
There's a... Go scroll down to where the weapon and artifacts are. Press the pencil.
Overview.
Edit weapon. Now, there are 2 ways you can swap your weapon. If you have all of your weapons in the JSON, you could use swap weapon. This shows you weapons that are currently in the JSON. Or you could just click the weapon name and pull from any weapon in the game.
Okay.
The reason that having the weapons in the JSON is going to be important is eventually they'll be adding a way to optimize for entire team damage and like buff dependencies. That's something that's very far off and in the future, but I figured I would mention it.
Okay.
So we get Aqua Sim.
Our Aqua.
Make sure it's refinement 1, and make sure you have the passive toggled. Opponents nearby.
Oh, I did not toggle a passive.
Oop.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's easy to forget.
And then we go to optimize.
Then we go to optimize. Before we do anything here, we're going to set a minimum build target constraint for energy recharge. Let's say 160 ER, just to start, and we can work from there. Something else we're going to do is we're going to go into the gear, disable 3-piece, disable 5-piece, sets. Sets we're going to enable for Yelan, 2-piece Heart of Depth, 4-piece Noblesse, just in case. We're also going to enable 2-piece Emblem.
Way that 2-piece Tenacity, 2-piece Varakasha.
Oh. Yep, 2-piece Tenacity, 2-piece Varakashas, that's correct.
2-piece Emblem, 2-piece Emblem, and then, sorry, Heart of Depth.
Heart of Depth, 2-piece. And Nymph if you had farmed it.
In the Whispering Woods.
Yeah, the 2-piece attack goes hard. that 2-piece.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking of Nymph.
Nymph, yeah, Nymph's Dream is the other Hydra set, which I don't think you farmed. Did you?
No, I have all of 1 piece.
No.
From not the Strongbox, from the Abyss.
Nope.
I've never stepped foot in that domain.
Regarding goblets, Hydro HP, circlets, crit rate, crit damage, HP, sands, HP and ER, and then
I'd be so happy if.
Something we're gonna make sure to not forget this time is there's a use artifacts in teammates' active builds toggle. We're gonna toggle that.
Okay.
And select optimization target. We're gonna go to Yelan Elemental Burst Exquisite Throw damage. Exquisite Throw is Yelan's burst projectiles. Skill damage is the cast.
Okay.
So we can.
I'm pretty sure it was using. Well, I know it was using artifacts in other teammates' builds.
Yeah.
Last time, so.
So
I mean, yeah, it's my Raiden set.
It's your Raiden set, and it has 180 ER, so we don't even need to worry about ER thresholds. And it's actually a Hydro Goblet. Or not a Hydro Goblet, it's an HP Goblet.
Ooh.
From Neuvillette.
Okay. Makes sense. It's a good goblet.
Yeah, it's a very good goblet.
My Neuvillette's kind of cracked.
Bruh. Nice.
Okay, well, this is encouraging. The 4th build is basically the one I have on Yelan with a different off piece.
Oh, that's okay. That's awesome then.
So that's quite encouraging that I have a good set on my Yelan.
Yep. And you can see the average damage from each exquisite throw hit is 10k. So each wave she does is 3 of those. And if you wanted to know how much damage your Yellen is doing total, you could technically just multiply that by the amount of waves you do, which is going to be like 13.
Okay,
12.
pretty cool.
Yeah. Pretty cool. So that's how you would do that for ER characters. You just set ER thresholds. If we wanted to look at higher ER, we could set that to 200, and it will give us a different set, because that set doesn't have 200 ER. So we could set that to the minimum constraint to 200 and optimize again. And this would be your 200 ER Yellen set.
Okay, yeah. What ER does this number 4 have? Where am I? Are you sure? 164. Okay. It's a
Yep.
little bit. But that's okay.
And you could also disable ER entirely and just optimize for
200.
no ER Yellen.
No, we're not doing that.
No. Your optimal no ER Yellen is still emblem, by the way. It's just 130 ER emblem.
Emblem be broken. Emblem just be
Farmed a lot for Raiden.
Yep. Yep. And Yelan, and
Yep.
Xingqiu, and Shengling, and
Now,
Beta.
if we want to talk about Raiden, there is a character named Sara, or Kujo Sara, which we can use to talk about how to implement partial buff up times into a multi-target. Would you like to try to do that?
I think that this has been enough for today. Maybe
Okay.
maybe part 2. Or like enough, that maybe not enough, but we could do more. But I feel like that's
good.
to be honest.
Okay.
I feel like the brain is full of.
It's been an hour, so I understand. It's been.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the brain is full. Hopefully, I've been recording. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Cool. I will send this to Fred so he can be upset at me for poorly explaining one of his features. So he.
Excellent. If he wants to provide any thoughts or links or resources or whatever, I can add them to the description or pin comment.
Yep.
If there's anything he wants the good people to know.
Cool. So we covered team share, and I addressed that hopefully more websites will be implementing that. I hope to see even YouTube guides implement team share for Optimizer in their descriptions.
Right.
Could be
That'd
something
cool.
that happens if there was a way to host the links in a place.
Right. Yeah. Well, and we went through how to do it without the team share, and it
Yep.
wasn't as bad as I thought. So
Yep. Something I did skip over is just sharing the multi-target, which is what people have traditionally done. So if I wanted to quickly do that for you, let me grab one. So like
you got teams.
here, this is Total. I'm gonna quickly just grab one of my multi-targets. The way they backrolled some of these features, it's fine.
Is your Hutao C5?
I just leave it at C5 for the... Because C6 is 100% crit rate. If I need to optimize for C6, I can just toggle it.
Right.
That's C1, don't not use full. Okay, this one. So if I do this, export, copy to clipboard, I can go Jello Impact. And I can actually send this to you on Discord, I think it'll fit. Yeah! I can send that text box to you. So if you were to go to character, Hutao, if you had a team set up for her. Okay, we don't have a team set up for her, so this is complicated. But if you did, you could go to the multi-target window. So let me set up an example, Arlecchino. So we go into here, team, Arlecchino, multi-target, import multi-target optimization, and you could just paste one in.
Okay.
That is the traditional way that people have shared that stuff in the past.
Right.
So there you go.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. I think that this will be helpful for some people and overwhelming for others, but I actually think once you kind of get your mind around it, it's not that bad. Like, I feel like I could do this on my own now, and I felt like I really couldn't going into this, so
Oh, good.
other people feel the same.
You just need to figure out a way how to edit that down into a shorter video.
Digestible video, yeah,
Yep.
under 30 minutes.
Yeah, multi-targets for Akasha are available on Mimi's Discord. They sell. There's a spreadsheet that goes around.
Yeah.
One of my head moderators used to keep a sheet They haven't been updating it though.
Okay. Yeah, we need more automated ways to do things.
Yeah, it's a shame. It would almost be easier if there was something on the site that hosted them, but that's kind of unfeasible because essentially anyone could be able to upload.
Well, I guess it would be kind of like the GC Sim, how it stores stuff.
Yeah, one of the things that is part of the philosophy for Genshin Optimizer is it doesn't tell you how to play your characters or build your characters. It gives you the tools to figure out or to do it in any way you want. And the concern with hosting it all on the website is that it
would be a prescription.
Yeah, it's a prescription where it's this is how you build the character. This is the teams that they play in.
Right.
Which isn't the goal for the site. The goal is to be the tool, not the direction.
Yeah. That's fair enough. Okay. Well, I really appreciate it. I'm going to end the video here.
Cool.
Hopefully everyone...
I'm going to restart my stream.